Hi everybody, and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. This is a test. I don't know if this is recording. I hope it is. I hope that you can hear me, because if not, I'll have to do this over again, right? So welcome to the space. As you can see, I have a new format. I got a new camera, so we're testing it out today, and because this is a pretty nice camera and it is pretty big and you can't like sit on the desktop, I still have my small camera for when I do reviews, so you can get close-up looks at the decks. But for the readings, we're going to see how this goes. So welcome for those of you who have never been here before. This is unusual for me. I'm not usually on camera, but we're giving it the old college try, right? This is a general reading for the fire dragon elements. So if you have prominent fire or have a strong preference for fire elements in your chart, whatever chart you may be following, this might have something in it for you. I'm doing the elements because of the fact that it's more inclusive of various different charts that people follow around the world, from Chinese astrology, Western astrology, Vedic. There's dozens and dozens, right, of different natal charts out there. The Mayan astrology I just found out about. Oh my goodness, that is something absolutely wonderful. So, fire dragons, right? Fire element. My fire dragons. So, let's see what we've got going on for you. I am currently using the Tarot of the Abyss, and I usually just let the cards call to me, okay? And so we shall see. And just a heads up, if Phyllis and I are the only living beings in this house, so if you see someone in the window, or a reflection if I'm filming at night, if you see a reflection of someone, Phyllis and I are the only people in here. Spirit likes to show up in different ways. You could see orbs. There could be a halo around my head. My spirits, and the spirit, my guides, my ancestors, whatever you want to call them, and the spirits that just like hanging out with me, they're very much they're hams. So they like to be photobombing things, which is why I don't usually get in front of a camera. So, because people just really don't understand that, and they don't understand why I take fuzzy pictures and whatnot. So there you have it. So let's talk about your spread. I am going to pull a couple of oracles. I actually have 7 tarot decks out, and I have 6 oracles out. I may pull a couple, I may pull all of them. You just never know, whatever the spirit guides me to, right? But this is a bit nerve-wracking being in front of a camera, but that's okay. I'll figure it out, okay? So your spread. We have the 3 of Wands, the Awakening, which is judgment, Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, the Tower, King of Wands, High Priestess, and Page of Pentacles. Things are really expanding, and you know, that's going to happen universally, right? Here's it. April 20th. where Jupiter is squaring something, Uranus or something, and that's going to spring to having a huge, giant luck streak, right? So, think of that. But I mean, expansion and awakening to the things that maybe you've been avoiding. Yeah, I mean, it's time for you to really take care of yourself and nurture yourself. But there's this sense of avoiding things, or there's something that you've had to face, and you've known that you've had to face it for a while. You were kind of hoping that it would go away, but it hasn't, and it's not going to. The good news is, right now, it hasn't gotten any bigger than it was when you first realized you had to deal with it, but it will in the very near future. So this is a nudge for you to address any unresolved issues or anything that you have been avoiding for a while, whether it's a conversation with a friend or a family member or a significant other, or if it is going to a parent-teacher conference and speaking with an instructor about your child, or if it is about speaking to your supervisor about a situation at work, or maybe about, a situation that you don't think is necessarily fair, or you need help with, something that is a situation that you've been avoiding speaking to someone or solving, okay? This is something you're going to need help with. So that means that you're going to have to communicate to somebody. And, with Mercury being retrograde, you're going to have a difficult time, right? It's Mercury retrograde. I don't think I need to say much more than that. But, okay. Yeah, this is something that you're realizing this isn't going to go away, and it's going to get worse before long. So this is something that really needs to be addressed in your personal life. So take that for what it means to you, right? So, this is something that is part of self-care. And this is part of nurturing yourself that will help you to grow and expand. I mean, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, but behind it, you have the Four of Wands. Underneath it, you have the High Priestess and the Page of Pentacles. You know that there's a situation where you have to either ask for help, or you need to really understand what's going on in a situation, and you need some clarity from someone or some help. But this is a situation that is part of self-care, and it is part of working on your shadow self, as well as helping you to heal whatever is not healed, right? So that you can move into that legacy wealth, right? And it feels like it's taking forever, but once you come to that realization and you deal with that, in comes this tower that changes your life forever. This helps you to, it helps to steer you in the right direction that you want to go in. And this is all a call to action. King of Wands is always a call to action. You need to take action, inspired action, right, on something that you just really have been avoiding up to this point. And it could be something simple that you are just like, man, I don't have time for that, right? But you're going to have to make time for it. You're going to have to make time for it. I want to clarify. We're going to clarify with the morning star. Is it the morning star? Or the wandering star? The wandering star. I really like this deck. This has a yes card and a no card, the mother and the creator. I think is what it is. I really love this deck. It's a nice solid deck. And of course, as you know, I have reviewed every single deck that I use in my videos and then some. So if there's ever a deck that you are enjoying, please check out the reviews. And I always put a link in the description box to where I purchased the deck. So that way you know you're getting an authentic deck, right? So clarifying, the Three of Wands is the Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So this is saying, in order for you to grow and expand, you have to accept a truth. You have to see the truth, understand the truth, and see the truth for what it is, okay? This is something that is introspective, and until you face the truth or face the facts of a situation, you're not going to be able to move on from that. But it's also saying with this Five of Pentacles, be sure to focus your energies on the things that you are thankful for, as opposed to putting your energy into the woe is me's and the lacks and the I don't haves, right? Because that's just going to bring you more of it. Remember, what you focus on, what you put the most energy into and the most feeling into, the universe doesn't know the difference between negative and positive. It just gives you what you are putting the most energy into. I think that everyone has to learn that the hard way, right? I think everyone needs to learn that the hard way. What does the awakening have to say? Awakening clarified by the strength. This is something that is, I might have to move my light, right? This is something that is coming from within, right? You have to find your way from within. And by doing so, remember, the softer the touch, the stronger the arm, okay? This is something that comes from within. And in order for it to come from within, you have to be gentle with yourself, encouraging to yourself, and understanding with yourself, okay? You're kind and loving and understanding with others. Why wouldn't you be with yourself, right? You are just as worthy of love as the next person. You are just as worthy of being loved as the next person. What does the Queen of Cups have to say? Phyllis is upset with me. She got a bath today. That's what she gets for rolling in the dirt. She's also mad because I won't let her go outside to roll in the dirt. But she knows what the rule is. She has to stay clean for 24 hours before she can roll in the dirt. Well, all right. Clarifying the Queen of Cups is the Knight of Swords. Now this is the truth coming in quick. And it may be the truth that in order for you to take care of yourself and do self-care, you really need to face this thing that you've been avoiding, whether it's a person, place, thing, situation. It's in your material realm. And I say that because the Ten of Pentacles is here, and so is the Page of Pentacles. This has something to do with the world around you. Okay? What does the Ten of Pentacles have to say? Okay, this one. Okay, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Yeah. I mean, that's just what I just got done saying. Okay. So, this Four of Cups, now the positive aspect of the Four of Cups is building strong emotional foundations, right? The negative aspect of it is complacency, boredom, lack of enthusiasm in your emotional attachments, right? In your emotional relationships with others. I might catch my cards on fire, so just move that. But this is also clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is here. So this is telling me exactly what I've been saying. You really need to hunker down and just bite the bullet and deal with whatever the situation in your immediate environment is that you've been avoiding in order for you to come to a logical solution that is amicable and reciprocal between you and, you know, whoever else might be involved. So let's see what the Four of Swords has to say. Now, the Four of Swords, positive aspect, healing yourself, heart and mind, right? The negative aspect of it is exhaustion. Exhaustion from maybe overextending yourself, or you're not tending to self-care or tending to your wounds at this, at this juncture. And those wounds end up, getting infected and festering, right? But this is telling me more of the positive aspect, where in order for you to fully heal and fully recuperate from whatever mental or emotional exhaustion that you've been going through, especially with that Four of Cups right before it, this is definitely going to help you once you deal with this thing in your immediate environment that you have been avoiding dealing with, or you're avoiding dealing with it, right? Four of Swords, please. Okay. Well, the Four of Swords has some stuff to say. Okay. Four of Swords, clarified by the Hanged Man, the Creator, which is the No card. Okay? No turning back. The Mother Star, which is the Yes card. Which way are you going to go? Wow. Two of Cups, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look, this is a challenge for you. It may have to deal with a confrontation or feeling like you have to be confrontational, which is why you've been avoiding it with the Eight of Swords. I don't know if I can, like, put all of the, there's a lot of cards. There's a lot of them. Trust me. Okay, so, I mean, but you've been sitting still, you know? Should I or shouldn't I confront this, right? This has a soul connection. It has to do with some sort of partnership, whether it be a work partnership, a collaborative partnership, a family partnership. There's some sort of soul connection there. But yeah, you've been avoiding it with those blinders. Time to take those blinders off and move swiftly, okay? You're being called to action with the Queen of Wands. She's inspiring you to take inspired action towards this. Ace of Pentacles is saying, by doing this, you're creating this whole new beginning with that Tower card, getting rid of all of the things that are no longer worthy of your attention once you deal with this thing that you've been avoiding. Five of Wands, it's going to take some practice on your part. And it's going to take some effort, and it's going to involve changes. It's going to be a challenge, right? But then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Whether it turns in your favor or not is completely up to you. If you choose not to deal with this thing that you've been avoiding and continue avoiding it, I mean, the Tower is going to happen one way or another. Is that Wheel of Fortune going to go against you because you have avoided dealing with whatever it is that you've been avoiding? Or is it going to turn for you and clean the slate for you to start a whole new adventure, a whole new journey, right? A whole new cycle. What does this Tower have to say, please? All right. Tower clarified by the Seven of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're afraid of the unknown. Welcome to being a human being, right? But stand your ground. Stand your ground. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, right? This is something that you really need to take stock of, right? This is this Tower moment, major arcana, right? It's going to happen whether you want it to or not, right? And yeah, there could be some sorrow and heartbreak with the potential of having to leave certain people, places, things, situations behind in order for you to start your new journey. But you shouldn't be afraid of that, okay? Stand your ground. You need to take those blindfolds off and know that this is part of something that you've been manifesting, a wish fulfillment that you have been working and manifesting on. But it's not going to come to fruition unless you make room for it to come to fruition, right? King of Wands. Am I shuffling these upside down? King of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like it's been forever. It's taking forever. And you may be moving towards resolution slowly, but any movement is forward movement, right? The Queen of Pentacles is your end goal. Finding that abundance, that happily ever after, that nourishment, that whatever you view abundance as being, you know, and nobody's opinion of abundance is the same, right? What does the High Priestess have to say? Oh yeah, you don't, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, is what I'm hearing. There you go. All right, kiddos. High Priestess, clarified by the Nine of Wands, death, Eight of Cups, and Two of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to make the difficult decision to walk away from the people, places, things, situations that no longer serve your highest good, because you are transforming into a new cycle, into a new journey that you've been manifesting. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. Okay? I know that you're a little worse for wear with this Nine of Wands, but look, I mean, look at all that you've learned. You're almost there. You're almost at that new beginning. You just need to, in order to get there, you need to address whatever it is in your physical world that you have been avoiding doing. And it's a challenge, right? It's something that has been put on the back burner and put on the back burner and avoided for whatever reason you want to call it, right? Whatever reason you think is justifiable, right? So the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Moon and the Three of Pentacles. This is all about growth and expansion. Remember how I was talking about this may be a work situation? It may very well be with this Three of Pentacles. Growth and expansion. Did you go up for a promotion and not get it? And then the person who got the promotion ended up, I don't know, maybe being your boss or supervisor of some sort, and they keep coming to you to have you help them do their job because they don't know what they're doing. That's something that needs to be addressed, right? Because you need to get that paycheck, not that person. If that's what the situation is, I don't know, I just pulled that out of the sky. But if that is the type of situation that we're talking about that you've been avoiding, yeah, you can't avoid that any longer, okay? Especially if you have been doing that person's work for them and they're taking the credit for the work that you've been doing when they should be doing that work. Yeah, now is the time for you to step forward on something like that, for sure. But let's see what we have for our, let me get my spectacles on. Okay, so we have, what is this called? Wishcraft. Okay. So, candle magic. Every day things get better. That's the back of the card. I'll just show you the back of the cards. Okay. So, celebrate the seasons. Magic happens at all times of the year. Isn't that pretty? I would read it to you closer, but I can't see like that. I'm an old lady. Dance with the rainbow. I love to have beauty in my life. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful rainbow. Okay. You got two Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and I will read all of them. So we have Clean It Up, and the Oracle is right there in the middle of the, you probably can't see it, in the middle of that deer, in that deer's belly. Clean it up, and the Fates. Where is the Oracle in this one? This is another one I can't find the Oracle in. The Fates. Okay. Let me just get those books, and I will read all of the thingies, just in case, because one might sing to you more than another. So take what sings to you, okay? Okay. Here we go. Clean it up. Essential meanings. Getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden. cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. The Oracle's message. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Relationship message. Time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff that a spring breeze can flow so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours. To clean up the relationship, everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. Prosperity message. Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself, too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do. Protection message. Is it possible you may be focusing too much on other people right now? Trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding an even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. Amen to that. Okay, 17. Coffee time is probably cool. Yeah. Okay. The fates. Essential meanings. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change and knowing what those things are. The Oracle's message. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated. Preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Relationship message. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Prosperity message. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Protection message. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet, what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. That is so, so beautiful. I love that for you. And then, for the love of dragons, we have the storyteller. I really love this card. Okay, it seems dark on the little screensaver, but I don't know. Maybe it will come about in the playback. I don't know. Hopefully this works. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do this reading again, right? And who knows how that's going to turn out. Okay, the storyteller. Stories have power. They can shape worlds, both interior and exterior. Today, be mindful of the ones you're telling yourself and the ones you're listening to from others. Are they uplifting, encouraging, and equal to the wingspan of your potential? Or are they diminishing, debilitating, drowning in the depths of not enoughness? Not enoughness. Listen only to the stories that are worthy of you and reflect your magnificent nature. The dragons demand that you settle for nothing less than to live your legend. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love it. I love this for you. I hope that something in this reading saying to you. I hope that this actually recorded. And I hope that you can hear it. But we will find out in the final edit, right? But thank you for holding space for me today. And let me know what you think of this new camera. If you can see things better, if it's less shaky, let me know what you think. Other than that, thank you for holding space for me. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video.